first thing you want to take into account is your octave. Your octave will determine your mallet choice. Obviously, lower octaves you will need softer mallets, because harder mallets on lower octaves sound very clanky. Upper octaves, you'll need harder mallets. So, when playing on a marimba, you'll want to play right below the note, and you'll want to play, it'll be mainly wrist, and you'll want to play it as fast as you can, keeping as much strength between each stroke as possible to make it sound like one's continuous stroke. If you can hear the resonance, that's a good sign. Another thing is the way that you hold it. You'll want to have your wrist parallel to the ground. You should pretend like you're knocking down at the door. And so you do that as fast as you can. When you roll with 2 octaves, you'll just roll as fast as you can, but just 1 mallet at a time.
First thing you need to take into account when taking a suspended cymbal roll is your mallet choice. You usually want pretty soft mallets like these I've chosen. When you actually go to do the cymbal roll, you're going to need to place your mallets on opposite edges of the cymbal, not down here really close to each other, and not in the center. Literally complete opposite ends. And then as far as speed of how fast you want to play, similar to marimba and timpani rolls, you want to go as fast as you can while keeping the hands alternating evenly. And then heights, it isn't as important to go super crazy high with your sticks because the cymbal will do most of the work. As far as that goes, here's how it will look.
The thing you need to know about timpani starting out is the grip. A lot of students have their thumbs kind of parallel to the ground. That's called German grip. For timpani, it's a bit different, where your thumbs will face the ceiling. This is called French grip. Now, when you're playing, you want about this center, probably 3-4 inches from the edge, and you're not playing in the center like normal drums. You're playing right here to get the best tone quality out of it. And now with rolling, it's similar to marimba, where you kind of want to go as fast as you can, but speed isn't necessarily the thing that's important here. If you just go as fast as you can while maintaining a consistent tempo between both hands. And now when playing, you don't want one hand higher than the other. You want consistent heights and consistent speeds between both hands so they match. And at the end of the roll, this will vary piece by piece of what you're playing. But typically you want to do what's known as a sweep, so you kind of mute the drums so it doesn't keep resonating. For example, that will look like this. That kind of stops the music pretty quickly, and it doesn't keep the drums from going on longer than it should. So to demonstrate a roll, it will look like this, with the French grip, correct playing position, and then this is a non-example of how to play the timpani. So there are a couple things wrong there. First of all, the grip. While realistically the grip won't matter, this is still technically improper technique. Switch it to French, where your thumbs face the ceiling, and then you're on the right track. The second thing is that I'm playing in the center. Notice that the center, the sound is much more dead and doesn't resonate as much as the edge. For example, playing on the edge lets it resonate much more and brings out a much more full sound than the center. Third, I was playing way too fast. With a lot of instruments, especially timpani, the speed of the roll isn't necessarily the most important aspect. The timpani resonates a lot on its own, so I don't need to play fast to compensate for that. If I just take it nice and slow, and at a consistent pace, then the sound should produce itself.